Hey, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the San Francisco 49ers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Tucker, a dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tucker. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tucker. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Crowder. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And then he goes with a juke. Room to run past midfield. He's at the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on 2nd down. Tucker looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Operating from the gun. Tucker. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds. Incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Tucker. This will be caught at about the 6. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
Yeah. For 3 and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. A very solid gain of 27.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. but the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They come out here in the eye. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
McKinnon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Off play action. Tucker. Escaping the pressure right. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Trying to get it to Woods.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Tucker. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Preston Smith in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Operating from the gun, Tucker. Flush to his right. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Back to throw. Tucker. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Tucker. They'll buy some time right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll get it And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here we go with Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Pearman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Trip! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down. Tucker eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tucker. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, Tucker. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by StillDSwagg's. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gone!
They'll throw now on the final play. This one caught by Crowder. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll set up to throw. It's brought in by Dodson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a play fake here on first down. A deep ball for Dotson. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dotson with a grab over the middle. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Gone!
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. He's going to go for a big play, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Tucker throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here again is McKinnon. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Gould is able to put it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gun!
To throw again. Tucker. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. A gain of 32 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Pearman. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll stay on the ground. It's Pearman again. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Tucker, a dump down to McKinnon. And he spins past him and into space. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. From the gun, Tucker sliding out of the pocket. Pass incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They'll set up a throw. And that's complete. It's Sims. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, Tucker, right side complete. That's Woods. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit on meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing on first down, Tucker. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. His defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter. Play. The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Operating from the gun. Tucker forced out to his left. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On 1st and 10, Tucker. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, he had his hands on it for a second. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third down, here's Geis. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. All right, now look at 56. Look at...
To throw on second down. Tucker, a dump down to McKinnon. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Being chased out left. Twisting away. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Tucker escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Looking to throw. Tucker. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Detroit!
Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So that'll back them up 5. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger. Clock now under 30, ticks and running.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.